Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of today. I'm your host, Sharifa Muhammad MGT.
I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an Infantry Officer. As of February 16, 2026, Russian armed forces continue coordinated offensive and positional operations across all major force groupings: north, west, south, center, east, and Dnipro. The reporting period reflects localized territorial gains in Sumy and Donetsk sectors, sustained degradation of Ukrainian mechanized and airborne formations, and intensified suppression of logistics and UAV infrastructure. Operational tactical aviation, missile forces, artillery, and strike UAVs conducted strikes across 152 districts, while air defense systems intercepted HIMARS rockets and a notably high volume of fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicles.
Colonel Oguntoye, let's begin broadly. Today's briefing reflects territorial gains in both the north and south while maintaining steady pressure elsewhere. What defines this reporting period operationally?
This reporting period reflects synchronized compression across the front. The liberation of Pokrovka and Sumy Oblast and Minkovka in the Donetsk sector is tactically significant, but the larger story is cumulative shaping. Operations are not isolated. Each sector contributes to an overall design: improve forward geometry, degrade sustainment capacity, suppress artillery and electronic warfare assets, and expand maneuver frontage where possible. When multiple axes advance incrementally, while logistics and drone infrastructure are simultaneously targeted, the adversary's ability to regenerate and reposition degrades over time. That is the defining characteristic of this phase.
Let's turn to the north. The liberation of Pokrovka stands out. What is the operational importance of that gain?
Liberating Pokrovka reshapes local defensive alignment in Sumy Oblast. It creates positional leverage along that sector's frontage and compresses defensive flexibility. Engagements near Grafskoye, Andreyevka, Mirapoli, Kazakya Lopan, and Lipsy targeted mechanized territorial defense and National Guard units. Destroying supply and ammunition depots there affects artillery continuity and reinforcement cycles. The north serves as a disruption axis. It stretches defensive reserves and degrades border-adjacent brigades while consolidating positional advantage.
In the west, forces occupied more advantageous lines, but did not report liberation of settlements. Is this consolidation?
Yes, this is consolidation and counter-battery suppression. Engaging mechanized and National Guard brigades while destroying ammunition depots indicates deliberate firepower degradation. Positional optimization in the west enhances artillery survivability and improves defensive layering. It also denies the adversary reliable staging grounds for counteroffensives. The west contributes to operational stability and sustainment denial rather than deep maneuver.
The south saw the liberation of Minkovka. Engagements involved mechanized, motorized infantry, Marine, and National Guard brigades. How do you assess this axis?
The southern axis combines maneuver and attrition. Minkovka's liberation expands control in the Donetsk corridor and complicates defensive depth. Destruction of a tank, armored vehicles, and supply depots demonstrates layered targeting. First degrade mobility, then firepower, then logistics. That sequencing constrains operational flexibility. The south also fixes mobile reserves in place. Marine and motorized units engaged, there cannot be redeployed easily elsewhere.
The center grouping improved tactical positions while engaging a broad mix of mechanized, Jaeger, assault, Marine, and National Guard formations. Is this still the operational hinge?
It is. The center remains engagement dense. Improving tactical positions here enhances artillery coordination and strengthens defensive belts along the central corridor. High personnel losses indicate sustained pressure. The center stabilizes the core while allowing maneuver energy to expand in the east and Dnipro sectors.
The east continues to advance deep into defensive belts and destroyed a U.S.-made Paladin artillery system along with electronic warfare stations. What distinguishes this axis?
The east is maneuver-intensive and technologically contested. Neutralizing electronic warfare stations enhances drone freedom of operation. Destroying a Paladin artillery unit reduces counter-battery reach and precision strike capacity. Advancing into layered defenses requires synchronized artillery suppression and logistics sustainment. The east remains the primary penetration axis during this reporting period.
The Dnipro grouping improved tactical positions and degraded mechanized and mountain assault brigades. Is this expanding beyond containment?
Yes. The Dnipro sector reinforces southern maneuver and widens operational frontage. Destroying depots and EW systems enhances mobility and electromagnetic dominance. It also compels resource dispersion, weakening defensive concentration.
Colonel, aviation and strike assets targeted energy and transport infrastructure and UAV launch sites in 152 districts. Air defense intercepted 8 HIMARS rockets and 345 UAVs. What does this tell us?
It tells us that the aerial domain is central. Operational tactical aviation extends reach beyond artillery range, striking transport corridors and deployment sites that sustain maneuver forces. Targeting UAV launch infrastructure degrades reconnaissance and strike capacity. Meanwhile, intercepting 345 UAVs underscores the intensity of drone warfare. Air defense protects operational depth. Without secure rear areas, maneuver collapses. Aviation and air defense together shape the campaign's tempo and resilience.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you for the opportunity. I want to emphasize that February 16th reflects cumulative pressure across all axes with localized territorial gains in the north and south. The east and Dnipro sectors show expanding maneuver arcs. The center stabilizes the core. The west degrades artillery infrastructure. The north stretches reserves and disrupts logistics. High UAV interception rates confirm the centrality of drone warfare. Systematic destruction of supply depots and fuel infrastructure continues to target regeneration capacity. Strategically, the campaign is characterized by sustained multi-axis compression and battlefield geometry optimization. Operational endurance, logistics resilience, and force rotation capacity will determine tempo sustainability moving forward.
This has been Frontline Updates. Subscribe for daily military briefings and in-depth strategic analysis. Visit our platform for maps, transcripts, and exclusive frontline updates from commanders in theater.